Hello everyone, you're welcome to this lesson. In this video, we are going to solve this question I have here on the board. So we are to determine the limit of this function here as the variable x approaches infinity. Okay, so let's look at how we are going to solve this question. So in this case, if you try direct substitution here, you're going to have an indeterminate form. Okay, and we don't want this because we don't know what this is, right? But this actually gives us a clue that the limit might exist. Okay, so what you're going to do is that you're going to simplify the given expression, okay, and then see if you can get the limit. Okay, so now what you're going to do is that you're going to find a way and then rewrite the expression and then simplify it. So you're going to have the limit as x approaches infinity, and then I'm going to write this value as the square root of x to the power 4, okay, divided by the square root of x to the power 4 plus 1. Okay, then I will rewrite this as the limit as x approaches infinity for the square root of x to the power 4 divided by x to the power 4 plus 1. Okay, then from here I can actually rewrite this as the square root of the limit as x approaches infinity for x to the power 4 divided by x to the power 4 plus 1. Okay, then from here I'll just do some factorization here considering the denominator. So we're going to have the limit, that's the square root of the limit as x approaches infinity for x to the power 4 divided by x to the power 4 bracket open 1 plus 1 over x to the power 4. Okay, so from here you can see that you can do some cancellation here. Then at the end you're going to have the square root of the limit as x approaches infinity for 1 over 1 plus 1 over x to the power 4. Okay, this is what you're going to have. So from here, if I substitute, let's see, if I put this infinity here, what is going to happen is that as the value keeps getting bigger, this here will be approaching what? 0. Okay, so at the end you're just going to have the square root of what? 1 over 1 plus what? 0, which will give us what? The square root of 1, which is what? 1. Okay, so that tells us that the limit of this function here as x approaches what? Infinity will give us what? 1. Okay, all right, so now let's take one more example. Okay guys, so this is the second example. Okay, so I'm going to solve this with a different method. Okay, to not be, I'll not use the same method that I used for the first question. Okay, but you can apply the same method that we used for the first question to this question also. So let's look at what you are going to do for this. Also, if you try the direct substitution here you are going to have an indeterminate form. Okay, so what you're going to do is that you're going to find a way and then simplify this expression. So let's look at that. So I'm going to have the limit as x approaches infinity, okay, of x cubed divided by, then for the denominator I'm going to factor out the term with the highest what power. Okay, so we're going to have x to the power 6 bracket open 1 plus 5 over x to the power 6. Okay, this is what you're going to have. All right, so this will give us the limit as x approaches what? Infinity. Okay, for x cubed divided by x cubed, okay, multiplying the square root of 1 plus 5 over x to the power 6. Okay, this is what you are going to have. Okay, so this and this will cancel out, right? So at the end you are going to have the limit as x approaches what? Infinity for 1 over the square root of 1 plus 5 over x to the power 6. Okay, So if you do direct substitution here, you are going to see that this value here will be approaching what? 0. Okay, so in that case, you are going to have 1 over root of what? 1 plus what? 0. This will give us what? 1. So that will be the limit for this expression also. So you see that I didn't apply the method I used for the first question. Okay, I solved this with a different method. So you can try that same method that I used for the first question on this question. Okay, and then you also try and solve the first question using what? This method.